Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is going to be a relatively brief one, maybe an hour, hour and a half. I'm going to continue working on this space. I have an idea for a platform that would hang off of this side, off of the ledge, and then we'll be able to situate some stuff up and down. Computer terminals, desks, maybe some rack mount equipment. So, first things first, I need to actually design a profile of this location. So I am going to place marker right there. There, I'm going to create plane. I'm going to merge all the points at center. And then we can just go point by point. Something else I've been told, Control Alt Q gives me a quad view like in 3ds Max. Thank you, Dimitar. Appreciate it. And that means I can place one view right there, then quickly switch between them. Just work like this. That's really cool. Okay, so I should probably switch from normal to global axis. And also disable snapping. There we go. Do I have anything on GitHub available? I don't have any GitHub in terms of projects, because the projects that I record videos for and put up on the website are my own projects that I just decide to work on, and I decide to stream every step of it. So there isn't really source code, because these are technically still my personal games, my personal game projects. So if you want to make something analogous, then the videos are available. But in terms of just having like project files available, I don't really do that, because a lot of those projects are still my active projects. I'd like to actually release them on Steam and hopefully make some money off of them. But the development processes are just freely available as a part of the video content. Well, quote unquote freely available. It's part of the web video content. Why, however, second person to ask me about that? Okay, I am going to. Maybe I should create the profile this way. I'm going to place the cursor at world origin, and we're going to do a screw modifier, so I should probably place, let's see, convert, nope, set origin to 3D cursor, generate screw. Nice, except I don't need 360, I need tops maybe 90 degrees. Can I shift it, or just rotate it? Got it. Can we fill caps? No? 270 degrees. I don't know if we have enough head clearance to go here. Which means I might have to modify profile a bit. Something like this. Right, I rotated it. So that axis, I have to work with local axis. Yes. Okay, that gives us a weird looking effect here. Rooftop type deal. Hmm. It is a little weird. We don't have a fill caps type thing going on here. I might have to apply the transform, or apply the modifier, and then do the staircases. Okay. Hmm. Alright. Duplicate, hide, convert to mesh. And I have to select these interfaces. Faces, put this stuff in. Hey. Hey to you too. Okay. That's fine. It's not quite lined up, but then again, this entire staircase is not really perfectly lined up either. What kind of game are you working on? It's one of them detective, mystery, sci-fi. Well, when I say detective, not literally detective noir, but more of a, you got a strange location with strange things, and your job is to piece together the story of what happened. The goal reliable. Sci-fi mystery. Okay. What I'm gonna do here is delete this. No. We are going to place a cut right here. Then, should it be just one or two cuts worth of thickness? This is for the staircase sizing. Maybe? Let's see. We'll do this, and then we'll do that. Subdivide. Select every other. Okay, this might be a bit of a tricky move. Okay, I'll eyeball it. Okay, it ain't gonna be perfect, but it also does not. There we go. All right, and then lift it up, snap it. No snapping, apparently. Vertex closest. Well, come on now. You... Okay, fine. Everybody be praising the new Blender snapping algorithm, and I'm having nothing but trouble with it. You want to go here? Here, here. No, it's right there. It's right here. No, it's... God's sakes. Okay, none of this is solid. That is a-okay. We can just do this. And then merge by distance. 0 vertices. Cool. 9 vertices. That's more like it. Alright, that works. I gotta have at least 2 of these. Can I cheese it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. So if I do 8, then mirror. Nope, I get diddly squat. If I'm mirroring, it would have to be across an axis. Or I could do this. Duplicate. Control M on the x-axis. Where the shit did it go? Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna move it on the z-axis because we still have the center point over there. And then Control M, X, and just rotate it again. And again, we'll just do our best. Merge by distance. 9 vertices. There we go. Now we have staircase on both sides. Das ist gut. Yeah. What the heck is that? Ah. That is unmerged vertices. That's what that is. Still. What the heck? Ah, you know what? I know what's up. It's inside out. There we go. Oops. Can we get keypress OSD not working or working? OSD? OSD. Keypress. Where the... Okay, hold on. I did install it. Whoops. Can we get a really helping here? Oh, it's one of those no install applications, isn't it? Nope, not down there. Huh. Interesting. I think I downloaded it, and then I installed it, or unpacked it, whatever, and I kept it in the downloads folder, and then I did drive cleanup, and it cleared the whole downloads folder. Okay, well that's not fun. I'm gonna have to do that again. This time, shove it in the documents where it's not gonna be deleted by anything. Like Concept Boy, good job, man. Thank you. Hopefully not automated response bot number 7. Okay. New version. Oh, it's registered. Nice. Cool. Beautiful. I am going to start that boot. Yup. And I think that might also require admin privileges. Maybe. Start at boot. Yes. Enabled start at boot. Cool. Alright. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. And then when I do this, it's just letters. Cool. Alright. It still does this thing. Why would anyone bot random streams? Usually it's the, do you want to get popular? Buy 1,000 followers for $10. You know, sometimes they get cheeky and they start a fake conversation before. Try to sell it. Lamp overlap. Sure. That actually works. Merge by distance. 21 vertices. Sure. Actually, maybe not. Nah, we good. We Gucci. I'm not a bot. I just have a bad English. Checks out. That's fine. I think I might have shrink bathroom. Okay, as cool as that looks, it's not what I want to do. Alright, this is platform. I'm gonna do dash collisions. Auto smooth. Nice. Sure. We have a gap over there, but that's besides the point. Let's double check the sizing of this. So, what are you fellas up to? Seems kind of early in the day. What's your time zones? Bottles. Locations. Arcade mode. Export. And we need to remember to apply modifiers. Are we done? We're done. Yes. Okay. Are you fellas working on anything interesting? Just fix my player start position. Where is it? There you go. Okay. Seems interesting. There isn't really a heck of a lot of space here. And then, of course, the purpose of all these things eludes me. This might actually be a good exercise for a trim sheet test. Do some, like, panels. You're in a break of job. Well, enjoy your break. Okay. So, this is looking pretty cool, except I think the main issue is that the scaling cannot really be fixed at this point. Unless I do something like this. I can. I can fix the scaling. Just give it more room. Yes, okay. It is possible. We're good. We're Gucci. Come on. Oh my god, you shit. So do this. I will likely have to capture these points with it. Okay. So that might actually give us extra space, extra room. Merge by distance. There we go. Okay, now that does give us, actually, except for this angon here, that gives us pretty good connections. Nice. Let's get this out. Boop. While we're at it, we could mirror the thing on the other side. This mirror right here. Maybe I can apply rotation, then I can mirror it. Yes. Is that gonna be even? Yeah, seems like it. That's good. That's good. Okay. 6 p.m. in the EU. Checking out your VODs. Game kind of reminds me of Mist. Could it be because of the presence of Mist? I'm going for the whole lonesome, desolate land type vibe. Oh, jeez. Not now. There we go. Okay, this looks like it's a lot more room. So we'll have the space to fit some desks maybe. Or at least cabinets to loot stuff in. Okay. I wonder if I really even need this elevated piece of the platform. Maybe for aesthetical reasons. Let me try something here. So wind turbine. What is this? Oh, that's the old one. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna place a. What am I gonna place? Spatial, which is Node 3D. Still running on Godot 3 terminology. Okay, I can instantiate a rack. Rack wide, rack short, rack, server rack. There we go. Just gonna see how big this is. Oh, that's pretty big. Gonna be an open world horror game with levels. Very small open world. Very small though. This is supposed to be an arcade mode for the counterpart of the story. This whole thing kind of started out with a story game, but the story is grown, so to speak, out of proportion. So I need to maybe push something out that can generally resemble what the game is like. So I figured maybe we can do some sort of a arcade mode. Scale XZ. Yes. We could do some sort of an arcade mode to showcase what we're trying to make here. And then with the arcade mode done, we'll be able to work on the story mode. Hey, nice. That connected pretty well. Let's place another one right here. Places. Just do this. Technically don't have to do any of this. The export times have been greatly improved because I'm finally not on a shit computer. This is a huge upgrade. I forgot to mention. The days of the 4590 are over. We are now running an adequate machine. Ryzen 7, 32 gigs of RAM, and then 3070 for the graphics, which to be honest is kind of an overkill, in my opinion, for target hardware for what this game is really supposed to be. So I guess we'll have to see. Okay, so we have this, and because I have positioned it inside of that node, if I duplicate the node, it's going to duplicate the rack, and then we can arrange it in a nice formation. And then, once we're done, I kind of wish Godot had the 3D cursor feature like Blender does. Because then we can have transforms take place across other nodes. Just do this and then get rid of these nodes. Then, there we go. We got a nice circular arrangement. Of course, from the way these things are built, they're random, so the racks should vary in their design. Let me fix the position of the player start. Since we're going to be working here, sandbox, nope, that's not my sandbox, arcade mode. Player line, player spawn. I'll call it player spawn start. Oh, okay. We gotta give Godot a second to do its thing. There we go. Scan through all the scenes and update the names. Okay. Spawn. Cool. I have player spawn right here. Nice. They look all the same. What the heck? Did I screw up? Or did their code get borked during the porting process? Server rack. Okay. Okay. Random seed is set to 0, which means, there we go. We actually have to do this ourselves, which I guess that kind of makes sense. Math is a little off. Looks like some racks are spawning outside of the boundary. Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Need a collision ramp in this staircase here. Okay. Maybe also add some random wires hanging from the back. I haven't textured any of these things. We can scatter a couple of different little smaller racks in between. Hmm. Oh, how did I end up in edit mode? Might wanna, for the sake of alignment, set up cursor world origin. We get the cylinder there. Need transforms to take place across the cursor. Merge this. Okay. Now we're gonna do across the cursor. Rotate this here. Let's do spin. Could also technically do a screw modifier, but that's fine. I gotta say, I've spent so much time constantly thinking in modular everything. How to make modular railings, how to make modular staircases and platforms and catwalks and all that jazz. Feels nice to just do something custom and specific for once. Even though, yeah, it is time spent on a singular location. That is okay. Okay. Now back to transforms around the cursor. We can do a spin duplication. Come on. Do you know what I want? Is that there? Reduce the count. And the final one just gets 2 copies here. Nice. Alright. With that said, do the rotation. Generate mirror. But mirror has to be across the center. There we go. Scale. I'm gonna select every face that matches this area. If we're lucky, it should... Nope, we're not lucky. Unless we go precise. Yes, there you go, nice. Just selected everything. All these caps, and then we're going to Control B. Something like this. Alright, gimme, gimme. Gimme, show me. It is. Is it inside out? Something crappy happened here. I think actually most of it is inside out. Oh. The mirror has a merge in it. The merge causes nearby vertices to get merged into nothing. Okay. Need to calculate from the outside so that everything is in blue. Now, what happened here? Nothing happened here. Apparently. Okay. But export it. This right here. This seems like decimation activities. Is it in Blender? So Shift Alt Shift tilde? Yes, okay. Shift tilde is for walking camera. Oh, no, that seems to be perfect. Here at least. Okay, so is it like mesh optimization or some crap? Let's see. But anyway. Okay, so it's... Wait, what? Oh, it might be auto LOD. Although it seems to be camera angle based. And not really all that great either. Alright, figure that out later. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna do this node 3D. I'm going to take one of these racks, place it into it, and then adjust the arrangement. And then take it back out. Having a button that automatically randomizes the seed would be nice, I think. Let's do... Random seed is 0. We could say that random seed is -1. If -1 auto seed. And then when it is added to the tree, which we have to establish a signal for it, tree entered, we are going to check if seed is -1 and engine is editor hint, which means this is running from within the editor. The seed is going to be random integer out of 1,000. And then we have to run the populate servers function. Seed. Oh, 2 equal signs. No, yeah, that's correct. Oh, seed is a callable. Rand seed is what we're supposed to be working with. Right. This is supposed to be the percentage symbol. Okay, so now, if I were to, let's say, okay, top 1 and then 2 at the bottom, and then 1, 2, 2 at the bottom. If I close this, and then enter back the wind turbine, top, middle, to the bottom, okay, so they didn't change, which technically is how it's supposed to be, because this value has already been set. But if I were to duplicate this, if I duplicate it, it has the same number. Interesting. Can we detect if something has been duplicated? Let's do... No, go away. Dot if node was duplicated. Unless there's a signal for it. Tree entered, replacing by Emit it when this node is being replaced by a node C replaced by. When emitted after node has been added as a child of the original parent node. But for the original parent node. Okay. So not quite. I mean, why don't we just say it doesn't matter if it's -1. I'm just gonna say cool. Keep it at 0. As long as it's in the editor and it has entered the tree, it is going to be set. Now this does mean that every time the game runs, we're going to have a different arrangement of these racks, like that. That I think if I go back and... yeah, so you see every time I enter the scene, it gives me a different rack arrangement. Fascinating. Okay, that's fine. We'll work with it. Cool. So we have catwalks. I need to establish a platform which is going to be facing this way. And possibly we'll have it on this side. I'm going to have to use one of Dimitar's models. As a matter of fact, I think we need to nest everything into a, into like a common parent. Unless I choose to export. Nice, another rack incoming. Perfect. I've seen the updates. Looking good. Looking pretty good. Right. What do I need here? I need platform. So we're gonna use the catwalks, or what's it? Need to open Dimitar Sandbox to see what they're called. Ah, perfect. Exactly what I need. Oh, Dimitar, by the way, if you're still in the chat, would you be able to create a variation of this that is broken and it's like hanging off, like part of it is rusted off and it's like bent, so that we could use it as a one-way down. The players can jump off of it downwards, but to get back up they have to use a different route. So I think that's where I'm gonna use in a couple of these places to give alternate exits, little one-way exits. Like we can technically do this, right? That's perfect as long as the player can fit through them. But I feel like it might be also nice if we have like a one-way descending staircase. Be a daredevil. All right, cool. Let me grab, what is this called? Metal stair platform. So it's platform. Lighter's all set on the stairs. Perfect. Thank you very much. Alright, so I'm just gonna use this tidbit here. Okay, so we know that this top piece is gonna be moving around. So either I omit the foundation and keep the foundation as a separate object, in which case I could just place things as a child of this node, or let's call it moving pivot, which is, by the way, supposed to be a node, 3D node called moving pivot. And position it here, and then everything that's a part of the moving platform is going to be up here. So I can program it to move left and right. That should be good. Okay, now, if that's the case, I don't need editable children. Keep it as a solid object. Take this platform, and then we just need to position it. Okay, we'll need to use the grid snap. Beautiful. Okay, I'll make a node 3D node. This is going to be called platform. Place it right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got stair. That, I think, would have to be a part of one of the platforms in order for it to line up, because we're not really sticking to the proper absolute increment. So, that down. Oh yeah, nice. Perfect. Hmm. So we need to turn it around, but I think it's gonna intrude too much into the available space. So I'm gonna rotate this. Nice. Okay. Alright, fantastic. I'm gonna take the platform, raise it up a bit. Nice. Okay, we'll worry about setting up catwalks here, railings here afterwards. I think this should be okay. We need pillars, beams. Hmm. Nice. What if we do, instead of this, do this? That's gonna stick directly into the ceiling. And that could potentially work to give it a bit of an expanded ceiling there. Let's move this out of the way. If the pillar doesn't snap, I might need to rotate it. Got it. Sounds good. Okay, just gonna nuke these for the time being. So I want to see if I can do something fancy pants over here. Okay. Whoops. Where are my indicators? Gizmos. Okay. I need to see gizmos. There was a shortcut to gizmos. This was G. Check the scene to see how you did it. Sounds good, man. No, that's going to be blocking too much of the good view. Okay, well, that's fine. So the lore, so to speak, behind this thing is that these are the power sources for the regional power needs, and there's going to be a station that is supposed to tell the direction of wind. You're supposed to double check with the station to see which direction the wind is blowing. And there are going to be pockets of space where there is no wind, so going to those wind generators is going to be useless. Of course, the purpose of these generators is to charge the battery cells, which you will need for the escape. So the gameplay loop is check the weather station, which is going to be monitoring wind using nothing but mechanical components, no electrical pieces, which kind of explains the presence of the weather station without any source of power and why we can't charge batteries at the weather station. It's just it's a mechanical machine, not the mechanical monitoring station, not an electrical one. But these turbines are electrical, so we'll check the station, see which way the wind is blowing near which of these contraptions. Go there, rotate it to face the direction of wind, and then bam. Then we'll be able to charge the batteries. Cool. What do I need to do here? Wonder if I'm gonna need to do a hand animation, because I feel like we just might have to have like a mechanical crank that we have to rotate in order to move this whole thing. Okay. So I think this is cool. We've added a nice platform here. The next thing we'll work on would be the control panel. And the control panel is going to be interactable. We'll engage with it, and then we'll probably have to program a new type of interactable object. We have button press interactable, we have physics interactable, which is where, or physical interactable, which is where you have to actually click and drag and move the mouse to interact with the lever or component like you do in Amnesia games. And I think in this particular case, we might have to do some sort of a scripted interactable where you interact with a component and then it sets the view into a particular position, and then as it plays an animation of the player like grabbing a lever or something, and then we'll be able to maybe like set a custom view and align the view to where we need it to be. And from that point, we might be able to engage physical interaction, so you still have to move the mouse to get it to rotate, or we'll just do like a hold button type thing to make it work. Gotta get back to work. Sounds good, man. I'm gonna probably wrap up this stream here. It's a nice hour, nice progress. We'll continue this afterwards. Cool. All right. That's it. Appreciate the company, fellas. We'll be back later, hopefully.